My name's Josh, above knee amputee for almost 39 years. Wear the Orion3 the last 3 years from the Cleveland, Ohio area. I was born in '81, didn't have my amputation until '86. By that next summer, my parents already signed me up for T-ball. They threw me into everything with my brother and my friends, and I did everything they did. You know, it was, as a kid, that wasn't even a thought in my head that it's like, this is really different. You know, I just tried to adapt every little thing that I could, because I didn't want to be left out. You know, I didn't see myself as different or anything like that. The hardest part of being an amputee for me so far is just products holding up. Through all the years, I mean, I've lost count how many mechanical knees I've had. You know, all of them have broken down multiple times. The Orion has kept up with me. It hasn't broken down on me. I'm so thankful for that. You have a foot that's not made for you. You would still walk and probably not notice any problems, but you put on a right one, the right foot, you're like, oh, wow, okay. When I got my Orion, the first thing I noticed about it is just how smooth, you know, the whole swing phase was from, for me, how easy it was to break the knee with just a little bit of pressure on the toe, and for just the smooth gaiteness of it to go back, come back through, and just, you know, I mean, you have no choice as a above knee amp but to just trust it's gonna be there when you go for your next step. Luckily for me so far, it always has been. Charges a lot faster than the other two knees I had. You know, holds the charge. I think I've went 2.5 days before without charging it. I haven't had a problem yet. For the standing support, that's awesome that you can just stand there. Literally 1 second, your knee locks so you can evenly distribute your weight. And then the fact that you just lift off the foot for a split second and it unlocks and you just keep going about your day. So, you know, walking uphill, downhill, you know, if you have to stop for a second, it will lock into place. You don't have to worry about trying to switch your position or where you're at. You just, you know, when you're ready to get going, you just lift up the foot and just keep rolling. When you're going downhill, you're trying to keep yourself from falling. What I like about the Orion3 is that as you're going down a hill, going down steps, the resistance will kind of change, you know, millisecond by millisecond to give you more resistance, to keep you from going down too fast, so it can be controlled descent, along with the resistance going downhill, and then also the stumble recovery. And not that it would keep you from falling down if you have a bad enough fall, but it gives you that couple extra little seconds to either grab onto something or get a better footing with your other foot to save yourself, so you're not trying to break your wrist catching yourself from falling. Always have had really, really, really bad lower right back pain, and 2 weeks after I had the Orion, I didn't even notice it. My daughter was like, you know, you haven't complained about your back like much. You know, as all amputees, I like to stand up and just, you know, feel as normal as I can playing around with my kids and my family. So in the back of my mind, I'm always trying to stay active, because I'm deathly afraid that if I took a month off of being active, then I'm just gonna lose everything I've worked my whole life to get, you know. I've been working at Lime Cooler Orthotic Prosthetic Center for a little bit over a year. First off, no matter what age you are, I would say you definitely should get into, whether you think you need it or not, some type of like mental counseling or just someone to talk to. And kind of what led me to what I do now today is just kind of try to teach people what you should expect through amputation, and then things like we're doing now, how to better get through it. I've never let being an amputee be an excuse for not being able to do the same thing as my friends or whatever. So it hasn't always been easy for me to find prosthetic parts that can keep up with me. So whether it's being a dad, a husband, an athlete, my Orion3 has always been there for me.